Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some brown cinnamon rolls. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place your brown flour followed by the salt, then mix the two together until they are fully combined. Once they're combined, you can add in the rest of your ingredients. So I start by adding in the butter, the milk powder, followed by the caster sugar. I'm using golden as that's what I had at the time, but feel free to use any sugar you like. Your yeast, then add in your water and mix on a low speed to start with, working your way up to a medium-high speed, and the dough should pull away from the bowl, leaving the bowl almost clear with just a few traces. Once you've achieved that, you can then place onto a lightly floured surface and just give a brief knead and bring into a ball shape. Then place that dough into a lightly oiled bowl, cover with cling film and set somewhere for around 45 minutes to an hour or until the dough has doubled in size. And you'll notice doubled in size as it'll be touching the top of the bowl, or almost touching the top of the bowl I should say. While your dough is proving, you can go ahead and make the cinnamon filling. Into a bowl place your butter, ensuring yours is more room temperature than mine was. Mine was not really room temperature. Followed by the light brown sugar, then the ground cinnamon. I use a lot of ground cinnamon as I like the taste, but feel free to use less if that's what your preference is. When stored in the bowl, give it a mix and give it a really good mix until it's fully combined. It should be a bit softer than this, so you could microwave it, but also just make sure the butter is room temperature in the first time. So then, once your dough is proved, you can go ahead and knock it back. This is just a process of removing the gases that are built up in the dough during the first proof. Place onto a lightly floured surface and roll it out. So there will be some resistance as that's the gluten working, but believe me, once you start rolling it, it will work out. I will leave all the measurements that you need for this dough in the blog post, which will be linked down below, followed by the recipe. So don't forget to check that out if you are interested. Once you've got the dough rolled out to the right size, you can then go ahead and top with the cinnamon filling that we made a little bit earlier on. And then just spread over that out as best as you possibly can, ensuring that you've got good coverage right round to the very edges, as you don't want it to be inconsistent in any way. So then you can go ahead and cut the dough up. I need to make 12 cinnamon rolls for this recipe, but you can make more or less depending on what you're making the occasion for. But I cut my dough into 4, then each 4 into 3, so then I've got enough cinnamon rolls to work with. And again, it might not be enough for you, but you can always make a double batch. Then just roll them up. I'm just doing it like this way, but I know some people prefer to roll it up into a big log and then cut it up individually. I don't like doing it that way. I like to roll mine individually. Might take more time, but I've got a bit more control over it. You can then go ahead and place them into your tin, making sure that they're arranged into the right sizes, so there should be a little bit of space in between each one as they will prove up while they're having their second proof. So here's what they look like before the proof, and then you want to cover with cling film just loosely and then place somewhere for around 45 minutes to an hour until they're doubled in size and touching like this. Then you can go ahead and bake them off. I will leave all that information in the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out. So while your cinnamon rolls are baking, you can go ahead and make the glaze that goes on top. It's really simple, just take a bowl and place in your icing sugar followed by the butter. Again, make sure that it's as room temperature as possible. Then your cream cheese and not forgetting the vanilla. Then you can mix everything together until it's combined. Don't ask me why you're using a spatula, that does not work. It does initially, but then it gets worse. So then I would recommend using a whisk and add a little bit of milk to get the perfect consistency. Here's what the cinnamon rolls look like once they've been out of the oven and they are cool enough to the touch. I like to top mine with the cream cheese, but you could do each individual one. But I like to just place it all over and spread it and level it out. Not level it out, but spread it out as best as I possibly can. And this way, it's just a bit more classic. It's not pretentious, it's just a brown cinnamon roll with glaze, because who needs more than that? It's just a very simple recipe. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again very soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description, there'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all my social medias, but that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.